Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Oh my gosh, did I just put this deck together the wrong way? Ooh, almost. Almost. Okay. Let me make sure because I don't really do reversals, guys. You know that. I do the energy off the cards, so I don't want this deck to be all shuffled up with reversals because then that's just going to be a whole lot of extra that I don't need to be putting myself through. Understand? Because that's just how I read, okay? So if you like the channel, please subscribe or like the video. It helps support the channel and it's 100% free. And it helps get the right messages to the right people, including you. But on the chance that this is not resonating with you, don't sweat it. It just may not be your message today, okay? This could be happening to somebody around you in your energy as well. If you are somebody who's a little bit sensitive. There's that Lover's card, just wants to stay there. So if you're somebody who's a little bit sensitive to energies, okay? So just stick around, hang out, and see what is going on. Ooh, Ace of Cups wanted to come out. All about the love this evening. I feel like there is some love in the air because a lot of people are snowed in, you know what I'm saying? And they're a little bored. Anyway. Five of Pentacles. Interesting start here, collective. Not quite sure how to interpret that yet. Let's go ahead and get the Celtic cross going on this one since we're starting with something so precarious as the Five of Pentacles. It could just be into since it's January, it's a time for budgeting the Hierophant, taking lessons that you've learned throughout the past year, and now you're getting ready to apply them moving forward, right? And it's not that you're this could be like people being like, oh, you never come around anymore. Oh, you know what I mean? It's like, well, that's because I've been busy working on something else that has been providing for me and my future, okay? So don't let the kind of I guess isolation factor a little bit, because you're still gonna be in contact with people. It just may be in a different way than what you're used to, okay? So that traditionalism could be crossing you right now as well, because you're like, well, how am I going to accomplish without this person and this person who I've always done these things with, right? And then you're going to start to realize it's like, oh, well, maybe I can try something with this person or try something with that person. And it's like, what is the common denominator in the success? Is it all of those people or is it you, collective? Okay. Wow. Here's that Lovers. Just had to come out in the foundation. So I think that as you do this, collective, you're going to understand the strength and value of true partnership, okay? And what it actually brings to your table. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, you had enough playing around with people who maybe weren't serious, didn't take you seriously. And you have a lot of passion and energy. It's, that's pretty evident here. You wouldn't be going through any trials if you didn't, okay? The Ace of Pentacles, wow. And at the end of that rainbow, what do we get? A big old pentacle, a big old gift from the universe? Possibly, in conjunction with the Lovers here, somebody wanting to kind of make it, I just heard Facebook official, but you know what I'm saying? Is that, God, is that today's modern? Oh, y'all, the times change, okay, right? Sometimes people used to say that they're going together. Even used to say the phrase going steady. And now it's like, oh yeah, we're Facebook official, or right? Whatever. Anyway, there's the World card. Yeah, you may view this person in your world, exactly. Not as your whole world, but part of that new experience that I was talking about where, you already tried it with so and so and so and so, and this is what it got you. So now you're trying to go down a different path, collective. And, I think Spirit's saying that is exactly what you need to be doing. So closing the chapter on those old boys, right, and getting with the new gals, okay? However that is for you. You could be having some kind of event coming up as well where you are kind of, I feel like, celebrating with your community. Okay. I feel like this could be next month for some of you. All right. If not sooner. Okay. So, how is the collective feeling about this right now? Right? What is your attitude towards this situation? And what do you need to know? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to provide you with a lot of prosperity if you play your cards right. Okay. So it's always about that, looking on the bright side, taking what we've learned, repackaging it so that it's useful for us, right? You can say, well, in that relationship, I wasn't happy because this went wrong, and that went wrong. Okay. So maybe you don't know exactly what you want yet, but for some of you, that could be like, well, I know what I don't want. And that is a starting point. Okay. So think of that as you take these gifts forward, collective. And yes, they are as precious as they appear. Okay. So, again, don't count yourself out. This dog, she just thinks she runs the show. She was just outside and just got treats. She's had a bone tonight. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be the source of constant entertainment. Okay. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, so collective, in your environment, you definitely have a lot of choices and options and things that you could do that can fulfill you. Like I said, some of this could be your community event. Some of this could be friendships, intimate partnerships. Of different intimate partnerships of different kinds. Some people consider, talking about finances to be a very intimate, like you don't just go around talking about, how much money you have in the bank, right? Or, actually the thing is, the people that do, that they probably don't have any money at all. And that's the truth of the situation. Ace of Swords couldn't have come at a more hilarious moment. Thank you, Spirit, right? So I think that's part of it too, collective, is that you're looking for something that's a little less stressful, right? And that's part of why you're kind of hunkering down with this Five of Pentacles and saying, you know what? I've already tried these other things and I know what came of it. So this is the time when, even though I know I might be a little bit uncomfortable, you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. It's like, maybe I don't want to get up earlier, but maybe that's going to be the best thing for me. Like I don't like drinking a lot of water, but that's going to be better for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like going to bed at 10 o'clock at night, but that's going to be the best thing for me. Okay. So all of these things, these truths that you've been kind of waiting on, and maybe that's why it's in the hopes and fears position here. It's like some of these truths, you weren't sure if you were going to find them out about yourself or not, like to aid you in this journey. And now it is becoming clear, kind of wrapped around your values, your lifestyle, things that you're going to tolerate and not tolerate, right? Again, the Nine of Wands in your recent past, okay? And that's why you have this big Seven of Cups here. And I'm totally feeling it as a positive energy. I'm not getting like, a lot of times the Seven of Cups comes up and it's very like negative vibey, but I'm not getting that right now on this. The only negative vibey I was really getting is at the start here with this Five of Pentacles. But as I said before, this is more like, a hunkering space, right? Like, in the middle of winter, are you going to put a new roof on your house? No, you're going to wait until the time is right. And why is that? Because spring is coming, and this is Taurus here with the Hierophant as well. So there could be some major shifts that are going to occur in spring. So this is the Outcome Collective, where you're giving yourself what you need, okay? You're not depending on anybody else for it, and that is exactly why it's going to come to you, okay? So, what Where are we going next with this? We do have a new moon coming up. That is the next big phase here. Although, you know, through all the inclement weather, it obviously makes it more difficult to view the sky when those things are happening. But, you know, our star system is quite beautiful if you are able to get a view. So even in the winter time where it can be a struggle, and maybe for you collective that means going to a different place. Okay, that could be some travel. All right, so that again, I think with the World card and the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, definitely a possibility for some of you. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum. Yes, so if you feel like you're about to make a move into a direction, yes, that is going to happen. Okay, like you're not just here hunkered down stagnant. It's not a stagnant energy. Okay, this Five of Pentacles, it's having patience with yourself, giving yourself grace and realizing that, you know you're not dependent on other people, but sometimes it takes time for situations and people to develop within that situation, right? It's time to release negativity. Okay, so that is literally the first thing that came out, was that negative vibe on the Five of Pentacles, and it's time exactly to release that, because you know that why you have that now is because you've learned so much. Okay, so again, the Hierophant is crossing here, so use your own discernment, right? And it's always up to you to like choose each day and say, well, am I going to take what I learned and apply it? How am I going to do this? You know what I mean? But again, like, don't overextend yourself either, because like this Four of Cups is very healing. All right, so again, the negativity could be like, well, maybe I'm only at this Five of Pentacles, why don't I have my Ten of Pentacles, why don't I have my Nine of Pentacles? You know what I mean? It's but here you have the Wheel of Fortune right at your back. Okay, so not only being grateful for what you have, but releasing any negativity about your outcome as well. Because like here in the Four of Cups, that's just a reminder of your outcome to always kind of make sure that you're okay. Like you need to check in with yourself. Okay. Yes, can other people check up on you? But that doesn't always happen. A win-win outcome is forecast. Yes. Now, yeah, that would be the best of both worlds, right? Somebody kind of checking in on you, somebody communicating with you, right? And you have here, the Lovers in your foundation. So, that's definitely a possibility. It's also a possibility of you joining with this particular person here with the Hierophant being present. Don't let pride get in your way, okay? So, yeah, maybe collective in the past, you have been hurt and things like that, but don't let that stop you from opening up to the correct connections, okay, that are going to allow you to develop on your path. So part of that is, yes, again, saying goodbye to old connections and saying hello to new ones that are going to benefit you, okay, in the ways that you so choose. Never forget that you have options. Even, and I hate to say this, but this is like what they want me to say right now. It's like, there's people that get divorced every day, right? Like, so don't think you're like so far deep into something that you can never walk away from a situation. So, yes, you do have options. Are they maybe going to be a little obscured at first? Maybe they might look a little scary and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can take that first step. But, here the truth of the matter is that you are in control of that, right, of those kind of final decisions. Okay, so that might be why this Hierophant is crossing the Five of Pentacles as well, because you're kind of like, look, I'm in this Five of Pentacles right now, and I don't know if I want to partner up with you because I don't know if it's going to help my situation or if it's going to set me back into this like Nine of Wands kind of thing, right? But that's where, again, I think Spirit's telling you you need to release the negativity and like continue to keep more of an open mind here, like with this Wheel of Fortune appearing, okay? Also, check your Jupiter placement. Jupiter is significant with the Wheel of Fortune. And Jupiter is also, the planet of expansion and our largest planet. So, when sometimes we get stuck in one place for too long, we view our world as very small. And the fact is that it is not, it is very ginormous, okay? Some people think, oh, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, blah, blah. Well, maybe they're just dated about life, and so that could be part of the negativity that needs to be released as well, okay? Again, as somebody who's had that Nine of Wands, well, I did this before with so-and-so, and that one didn't turn out so well. I had a conversation with a friend once, and they were like, well, I don't know if I want to get married again because so-and-so was such a butthead, and I was like, well, but you're with somebody else now and they're not a butthead, right? Like, so obviously if you have, the correct, winning team, so to speak, things can end a lot differently for you. The outcome can be a lot different, and it can be much more balanced and in line with things that you seek, okay, and things that are going to fulfill you, and not let you be out in the cold, okay? The right partnership's not going to allow you to, kind of neglect yourself and things like that, right? The right partnership is going to be supportive of your needs as well as the needs of other people, okay? It's not a one-sided thing, even though you have the option to choose at any time, okay? So I feel like foundationally speaking here, and this Lovers is in your foundation, is that's kind of what you've been choosing, and that's why you are now attracting in perhaps somebody who is the right person for you versus like all the, all the wrong people here that kind of helped with this nine of wands. But it's time to release that now and let the energy gain momentum. Like maybe you're out there dating, maybe it's like it's just a matter of time before you meet the right person, right? So again, don't let pride get in your way. If you're like hitting it off with somebody, like don't be afraid to tell them, right? Like, what do you have to lose in that situation? The only thing you have to lose, collective, is your time with the wrong people or with people that don't understand and appreciate your time and your value, okay? So anytime that is happening, like I said, don't ever think that you cannot just like walk away at any time because you can, okay? And people do it every day. People can be like, oh, well, they're married and so. Yeah, well, then why were they out with so-and-so? If they're supposed to be married, why did I see them out with who? You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. It happens. So, I'm just saying, don't, project your loyalty onto other people. That's going to get you in a heap of mess real quick. Okay. So you could be like, well, hey, I was counting, I wanted my 10 of Pentacles. I was counting on somebody else and we were going to match that. And, is that why I'm here with 5, And that's kind of exactly the thing. It's like, yeah, don't lean into people before they've proven themselves to you. There are certain things that are just standards. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't want to make phone calls, then, is that the kind of relationship you want? If they want to have open partnerships, like, romantically with other people, you have the option, again, to say whether you want that or not, okay? Maybe you're more traditional. Maybe you're not like into like some of this newfangled stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Just remember that, collective, you always have that choice, okay? So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. So please manifest wisely, stay warm, and keep dreaming of more sunny days ahead, okay? We'll see you later. Bye bye.